I know a couple of the other contestants right now. That was never a question, and I think I could really see myself being a part of all of that. Hello, everyone. Today, we are playing the Ratchelor. Yes, the Ratchelor, based on The Bachelor, but for rats because, let's face it, people kinda suck. I am the Ratchelor, a single rat looking for love. You'll meet many rats and choose who to keep round after round until you find true love. I kinda like the purple guy over here. Alright, let's meet our Ratchelorettes. Chit chat. Ooh, first up is Emacs. When I first saw Emac walk in, I noticed that they have that little forked tail, and the fact that it kind of looks like a heart. I don't know. Maybe I could see something. Oh hey, why are you talking to me? I'm Emacs if it matters. I like to do my own thing. I value you. Yikes, yuck. I value you. Next, Hottie Thespial came in, and they just have a shape about them. It's almost like an amorphous blob, but it's kind of fun, like a child drew. And I think having a body like that gives you a certain kind of wonder. Get out of my way. I am not here to make friends. Oh, it's you. Sorry, I thought you were one of that. Actually, no, I stand by my words. I'm not here to make friends. Please get out of my way. Oh, wow. Very interesting. Cool. Very interesting. Oh, not impressed. Oops. Hybridine. Hybridine walked in, and they were definitely hard to gauge. They have like that crown thing on their head, which, I don't know, it made me a little nervous. Meep, 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 boy. Care for some juice? You talk a lot, yikes. Care for some juice? Bim walked in, and he knew there was something instantly different about them. They came in with 6 of their kids. Being a single parent isn't easy. I've been raising the little ones myself since day 1. Wow, you're so different. Oh wow, yikes. Wow, you're so different. L'artiste, he pranced on in, and let's just say, voulez-vous couver avec moi? C'est moi? Bonjour, je m'appelle l'artiste. Oh, I'm sorry, I just got back from France and always forget to switch languages. Is my accent laid noticeable? Thanks for sharing. Wow! Oh, wow! Wow! Look, they made a picture of us, kinda. When O'Day came in, the first thing I noticed was their sense of style. I'm just gonna be honest, no one came as full glam as O'Day. I used to live by the Westfield Center with my brothers, but we always stayed in the community garden over the fence. One day we all got pretty bored and decided to wander over and see what all the fuss was about. Shops closed, a whole new world right in front of me. What? I think outfits are ugly. Oh, wow. That's not an ugly outfit. It's a unique sense of style. Dr. Plagueis. Dr. Plagueis came in, and I'll say that he knows how to dominate a room. I am Dr. Plagueis, PhD. I studied rat history in the basements of the University of Bingham. In my spare time, I consult on human films that feature rats, such as Ratatouille and The Secret of Nim. I also like to read about major historical rat events, like those in the Victorian era, but I'll get to that later. Ooh, that's very interesting. Who gets a rose? So we got to the first rose ceremony, and I don't know who to pick. It's such a hard choice. The first rose goes to Bim. I just felt like something was so different when they got in. Second rose of the night goes to Dr. Plagueis. There's something about a well-read man. The third rose, Hybridine. I just felt like they had so much more that they could say. The fourth rose, O'Day. O'Day's rose, I felt like I didn't really get time to know her properly. We have one more rose to give. Hottie Thespial, Emacs, and L'Artiste. Who will get the final rose? And the final rose goes to L'Artiste. It was such a hard decision. But in the end, don't we all know? Continue finding love. Chit chat. So my first one-on-one in round 2 was with O'Day. Anyways, yeah, so after I went into the main showroom, I said, wow! After a couple times visiting, I found a toy store and they had some pretty cool tiny clothes that fit. Taught myself to sew after that, though. So many styles. Fabrics to feel, things to try on, lovely every outfit and adventure. Something about O'Day is just, it's like a Cinderella story with her. Rags to riches, really. Learning to sew, do all of her own things, and like I said, she does it with her family. Oh, wow. Dr. Plagueis. I don't usually tell people this unless they're my close friends, but my great-great-uncle actually single-handedly brought the plague from France to Italy. When I learned Dr. Plagueis comes from such a famous family, it had me flustered. I didn't know, honestly, what to say. That's why I love learning about the plague so much. I've actually been putting together a documentary about it that I could show you later. I don't usually show it to people, but I feel like I can really trust you. Yes, I'd love to see that. L'Artiste was the first one to come with a gift. I brought you some cheese, the best kind. This is l'American fromage that I have stolen from a la two-story Italian supermarché, and then fermented in the French sewers for 6 months. Do you amour it? Let us eat together, my darling. I don't know the half of what he's saying, but they say French is the language of love, so thanks for sharing. When Vim came in, she did still have her kids. It's time you met my children. Reggie 997, Evangeline, Esquire Jr., Sharpie, and Trashcan. They already love you. I know I want to be a dad, but jumping right into fatherhood? Wow, you're so different. I was ready for the conversation with Hybridine that I don't feel like we really got to have the first time that we got to chat. He had a lot to say. All right, time for the rose ceremony. Only 4 of the 5 contestants are making it. The first rose of the night goes to Dr. Plagueis. He comes from such a famous family, and he has so much that he wants to say and do, and I think I could really see myself being a part of all of that. The second rose goes to Hybridine. Every time Hybridine and I talk, it's like we connect beyond our words. The third rose goes to... This was such a tough decision. All of the remaining. Vim. I feel like her kids are already growing attached to me, and I am too. The final rose of the night goes to O'Day. Not picking L'Artiste was hard. Continue finding love. So it's day 3, and Dr. Plagueis was the first to come visit. I had such a good talk with you earlier that I wanted to share more of my hobby. This is a costume that my great-great-aunt sewed for her son as a Halloween costume. Kind of embarrassed. I haven't shown anyone this in a long time. Dr. Plagueis he has so many things that check boxes for me. He is very well read. He has ambitions. His family line is well respected or well known. And now to find that family is an important part to him. I know a couple of the other contestants right now. That was never a question. And with Dr. Plagueis, I have to say that it kind of was. So, I don't know. He's making this such a hard choice. Wow! O'Day was the next one in. And she decided she wanted to get me a gift. I brought you this. It's a pair of gloves for my love. You. I sewed it from a swatch of fabric I got from Dolly Parton's mansion. It'll grant you amazing singing abilities when you wear them. I'm not gonna lie to you. It was a little much. I love Dolly Parton, but doesn't everybody? It didn't seem personable, and to be honest, I feel like it was a sock. Yikes. So it was a little bit after lunch, and Hybridine decided that it was time to chit-chat. Beep, oh, stop, beep, beep. He did it again. I'm so sorry to hear that. I don't think I understood what we both were trying to get across, though. Part of a relationship, it's the growing pains. But am I ready to deal with that this early on? So the last contestant of the night was Vim. Reggie 977 and Esquire Jr. are twins, but you wouldn't know it because Esquire Jr. is way uglier. Can we take a break? I didn't have the words. I still don't know that I do. Wow, you're so different. I appreciated the honesty. Frankly, time for the rose ceremony. Only 3 contestants are moving forward. First rose of the night goes to Dr. Plagueis. There's something about him, I feel like I could see a future there. The second rose of the night goes to Vim. Vim and I had a rough day. And no one's denying that. But she was honest with me. At the end of the day, that's what it boiled down to. She was honest. And sometimes we need to hear that. And the final rose goes to... The final rose came down to Hybridine or O'Day. Hybridine. I felt terrible sending O'Day home. But I feel like she tried buttering me up with an impersonal gift. And I just don't know that we have the same kind of communication that Hybridine. So day 4, the first one back in was Dr. Plagueis. There's one more thing I wanted to reveal to you. Ever since I was a mere pup in a litter of rats, I've been so uncannily buff. At first, I was just like all the other rats. But one day, I ate a bit of candy on the street, and my body changed all at once. My siblings would make fun of me for my new appearance, and I was so ashamed. I learned that humans wear clothes, so I started wearing them too to hide myself. But I think I'm ready to show you all of mine. I'm not gonna lie, Dr. Plagueis, it was a lot, all at once. But, I don't know, it might be nice to take our relationship to the next level. Oh, wow! Next up, Vim wanted to have a discussion with me. Evangeline's piano recital is coming up, and Sharpie is jealous because they just started learning to play the bass while Evangeline is already getting interviews at Juilliard. I was shocked, to say the least. Vim has really high aspirations for her kids. Is she only on here to try and have me help pay for those aspirations? Wow, you're so different. Hybridine came by a little later in the night, and I don't know what sort of cheese he was getting into, but... Meep, 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 eep, eep, meep. Wow. It was a trip. All right. Only 2 contestants can move on. Who's getting the final 2 roses? The first rose goes to Dr. Plagueis. Dr. Plagueis almost has stayed in this so consistent. He has been open, honest, he's told me about his family, he's told me about his goals in life, and he was willing to share something deeply personal, embarrassing for him. And I think I'm ready to open up. The last rose goes to Hybridine. I feel like Vim and I could have had a really good future, but I just am nervous that it would have boiled down to me, and her kids need to come first. I get that. I'm not saying that she isn't valid in that, but I don't know that I'm ready to jump into fatherhood like that. So it was the last day in the house, and Dr. Plagueis wanted to make the most of it. I'm so glad you kept me around. I thought for sure I had scared you away. I feel like you really get me. I usually feel so lonely in my day-to-day life as a consultant for movies. I never had a connection with someone like this before. Maybe it's the movies. Maybe that's where we're connecting on like the superficial. But I tried to express to him that he's been we've created such a bond. And all I could really say to him at that time was, oh, wow. Iberdeen took a little bit longer to come in. I don't know. I think he was juggling the same feelings I was, of just the uncertainty with where we can go. I feel like we're getting a good communication system down, but I will say there are some things that, if I'm being really honest, be above my head. Meep, 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 beep, ee, yeah, bip, boop, beep, oh, pippity. See, and it's when he would say stuff like that just, sorry, wait a minute. Oh, you're so different. All right, it's the final rose ceremony. Me and both of the contestants, I feel like, had such a bonding experience over the last few days, and both of them made it incredibly difficult. Leave in the comments right now, who do you think he's? Will he choose Dr. Plagueis, the world-renowned documentarian with a shredded bod? Or will he choose Iberdeen, the well-spoken, smooth-talking playboy? Comment below now. And the final rose goes to Dr. Plagueis. You could read all the books in the world about love, the poems and the stories, but nothing can compare to the true feelings. It's not only a chemical reaction in my brain, it's much more than that. Words cannot describe my love. I'm going to dedicate my bubonic plague documentary to you. I'm not gonna lie. Part of it was the shredded bod. So let's find out what happened to the other contestants that didn't get proposed to. Manello and Hottie Thespiel bring out each other's strengths. Oh, cute, they ended up together. Oh, that's adorable. Emox and Egg Salad bring out the best in each other. Aww. The dynamic duo takes the art world by storm. Les Artistes, and I already forgot your name. New friends realize how much they have in common. Oh, good. Good. I'm glad that them found somebody. Iberdeen returns to their rightful spot on the throne. I could have been royalty. I think I made a horrible mistake. O'Day opens a successful clothing store for rats. Well, that was the Ratchelor, where I was the Ratchelor. Yeah, I think I made an okay choice with Dr. Plagueis. Really my speed, well-read, good family ties, documentarian into the film industry, all that good stuff. So yeah, I think we would have gotten along well. I'm a little disappointed I didn't become king, but you know, maybe the royal life just isn't for everybody. But yeah, if you made it this far in the video, go ahead and leave a like. Comment below if you didn't comment who you thought I was proposing to. Tell me if you want to see me as the Ratchelor in Ratchelor Season 2. Yes, there are 3 seasons of this game. Subscribe if you're new to the channel, or if you're not new and just haven't subscribed yet, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!